Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about one very important thing is being a vegan and going out to eat with your non-vegan friends. I'm going to show you some tips, tricks, and advice I've done in my own experience coming right up. Hi guys, my name is Tori at Tori Eats Vegan, and I actually had this question come up a couple times in the last week about what do you do when you go out to eat? And I would say with my vegan experience, that has been the number one challenge for me. It wasn't giving up milk, it wasn't giving up eggs, it wasn't even giving up cheese. It's when you go out to eat. It's crazy because, you know, I would say even though vegans are mainstream and most people know about the lifestyle and plant-based and all that stuff, it's still hard because a lot of people are still not vegans and we are still the minority. So you can't just get rid of all your friends unless you're like a really extremist, which I am not, so I would not encourage that. But you know, you're gonna get in those situations when you want to celebrate a birthday or anniversary or something like that, or even your significant other. Like myself, my fiance is not vegan. You're gonna be in those situations where you're gonna go be out to eat and it's not going to be a vegan restaurant. So today I'm gonna talk about some tips and tricks that I've done personally to help combat this issue. So this might seem like a really easy, like duh kind of one, but people just forget. If you know ahead of time that you're going to this particular restaurant, look up the menu. Most restaurants nowadays have PDF menus online, or you can go to their website and look at their entire menu from starters to desserts to drinks and whatever, and just look at the website so you're prepared for when you go. So if you're going to a steakhouse or something like that where you know like off the bat that there's not going to be a lot of selections, but they might have that one or two vegetarian options that you can turn into a vegan meal by just subbing some things out. So this way, if you look at the menu beforehand, you're prepared, and so when you get there, you know exactly what you want, exactly what substitutions to ask for. And if you don't know if it can be substituted, you can kind of already see on the menu that, okay, I like this salad, but it has blue cheese on it, blah, blah, blah. And you can ask the waiter, can that be omitted or stuff like that. So definitely look at the menu. It's a good tip, especially if you already know what restaurant you're going to. Tip number 2, if you have the choice of choosing a restaurant and you really want to please both sides, the meat eaters and vegans like yourself, choose Mexican. I have never gone wrong in a Mexican restaurant. I can always find something to eat. I usually get like spinach enchiladas, or they have like a vegetable burrito that you can get. And I've never heard of anybody turning down Mexican. I mean, margaritas, whatever. But all you gotta do is not get queso, sub the cheese out, and you're good to go. Most Mexican restaurants or even can cater to gluten-free vegans, where you can get a corn tortilla instead of flour. So if you have the choice and you just don't know, and you don't want to, and your family members or friends are just not ready to go to an all-vegan restaurant, choose Mexican. So if you've tried those two things and they just don't work out, maybe your family members or friends are open to going to a vegan restaurant. There are so many in my area and they're popping up all over the country now because, like I said, vegan is mainstream. And if you want to check out the video that I did about being vegan in 2020, please go and check it out. It'll be somewhere in this area and in the description box below. And I just talk about how it is to be vegan and what my experience and my advice would be to new vegans as well. But yeah, jump on Google and just find some vegan or even vegetarian restaurants, like maybe Indian or something like that, and just pick out some stuff and then like send it to your friends. Say, hey, would you eat anything? Most of my friends have been pretty open to trying out vegan food because it's different. And if your friends are into trying like new restaurants around town, kind of play it off that way and say, hey, we're going to a new restaurant. It's vegan, but you're really gonna love it. And 9 times out of 10, they actually think it's really good. I think when people hear the word vegan, they say, oh, I can't eat anything, it's gonna be so weird, whatever. But usually when they go out and try, like, oh my gosh, this is really good. I can't even tell that it doesn't have cheese in it. I can't even tell it doesn't have meat in it. So that's really awesome. So that's another good trick. If they don't want to go for Mexican and you don't really know where you're going and you have the choice, send them to a vegan restaurant. It might open their eyes and they might even become vegan themselves. Okay, do not be embarrassed. So I always show like one side of my office slash second bedroom, but I'm getting married in a couple months, so if you haven't seen my ring, bling bling, but I just want to show you the mess you don't really see. Yeah, so all this stuff right here is for weddings. I have been drinking kombucha bottles like crazy because actually a really good thing here is that if you take these off, they make really cool bottles, and I will show a picture right here of what I've done with my kombucha bottles. So yeah, if you're interested in that. But that is why you only see this section of my little room here, because it is a mess over there. Okay, so if you've tried all of these things and you don't have an option and you have to go to a restaurant that has absolutely no vegan dishes, then potatoes. Yeah, potatoes. So worst comes to worst, most restaurants have some sort of potatoes. If it's French fries or mashed potatoes without butter, just make sure it does not have milk in it. But most places have French fries, and sometimes that's what you get stuck with doing French fries and salad. There's been many times that I have been to a restaurant and there were literally nothing for me to eat, and I had to get a side of fries and a salad with some tomato and maybe like some of those little beet things on it. So it's okay, because you're not going out because of the food. Well, you should, but if you really love your friends and you really want to hang out with them, then sometimes you can sacrifice and you can just get French fries, because who doesn't love French fries? That's like my vice, I think, when it comes to anything, because I eat so many potatoes. But if worst comes to worst, eat those French fries. Make sure they're hot, because if that's the only thing you're going to eat, they might as well be good. So if the restaurant does not have potatoes, like, okay, all right, well, just eat before you come. Maybe you can have like a drink or something, or sweet tea or whatever, and just hang out with your friends. Like I said, it's about hanging out with your friends and spending quality time with your friends and family and your loved ones. So if they don't have potatoes, just make sure you eat before, so you're not like staring at people's food like, oh my gosh, I hope you're enjoying that right now. All right, guys, that is it. I really hope that you found some value in this video. If you did love it, please give it a like and share, and make sure to comment if you have any other tips or advice for us vegans about going out to eat with your non-vegan friends. Please put those in the comments below, and we would love to hear what you got. Like, let's be a community here and help each other out. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel, and this is just number 2 of the series of how to be vegan in 2020. So I really hope that you love it, but until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.